Welcome back to today's college basketball pick video play as we head into Monday's action here for November 20th, 2017. If you guys are interested in getting all of our plays for today's action in college basketball, you can access those plays over at stumpthespread.com, link down in the video description, and be sure to click that subscribe button on our YouTube channel. So we think there's a number of games that have some pretty good value today. In this video, we're going to be talking about this matchup here between the Creighton Bluejays and the UCLA Bruins. Should be a very high-scoring matchup. The over is definitely something to keep in mind for this one, even with the fact that it's at a very high number, 171 total points. But in this video, we're going to be focusing more on the spread and who we think has the better betting value with that spread in mind. Today, Creighton coming in as about 2 to 2.5 point favorites. It'll probably be a pseudo home court advantage for Creighton on the neutral court, given it's a lot closer to their campus and their fan base travels extremely well. So don't be surprised to see a much bigger Creighton support in the arena than what you get from UCLA in this matchup. But on the year, UCLA, they've been working their way through some drama early on. Never something that a college basketball program wants to have to deal with, but it's just kind of par for the course when you have the Ball family involved with the program. UCLA, they haven't looked great at times this year, but they're still undefeated at 3-0 with their best win coming in China against Georgia Tech, getting that one by a final of 63-60. The Bruins also have a competitive home win against Central Arkansas, and that's just one of those head scratchers. You don't really know what UCLA was doing there defensively, giving up so many points to mid-major team that isn't expected to have a whole lot of success this year, but maybe Central Arkansas will be a bit better in their respective conference, but still nonetheless a game that UCLA was expected to win in blowout fashion, and they were just lucky to go on and get that win at the end of the day. But they got kind of things back on track in their last outing, a bit more of a convincing result in their win over South Carolina State. That's another mid-major school, not expected to make a whole lot of waves this year, and South Carolina State, they've also not looked great in some of their tougher matchups early on this year. So a result that was certainly expected from the Bruins, and they were able to deliver. But UCLA, they don't have the firepower that they had a season ago. It's kind of more of a rebuild/reloading situation with the Bruins. UCLA was one of my favorite teams to watch last year, given how many offensive weapons they had, and they were just extremely fun to watch on that side of the ball. It's going to take them a little bit more time to develop into that type of threat, but it's been Chris Wilkes who's been leading the team thus far. He's averaging 17.3 points per game, and this is a UCLA team that I do expect to get better as the season goes on, but where we are right now, they're still more developing and learning to fit all these pieces together. It'll be interesting to see how they look today against a Creighton team that will also look to get up and down the court and run a lot, and what should be a pretty high-scoring contest here today. Should be a really fun one to watch if you like offensive basketball, but we've been very impressed with what we've been seeing out of Creighton so far this year. They stand 3-0 with some really nice results coming in their win at home against Yale and also their recent win against Northwestern. The Blue Jays, they might have lost some key pieces from last year's group, but the Blue Jays, they've reloaded, and this looks like a team that was clearly overlooked coming into the year. In the Big East preseason poll, Creighton not picked to finish all that high, but just based on early results, Creighton certainly has shown a very impressive play, especially on the offensive side of the ball. They love running that up-tempo, fast-break offensive attack. They've been scoring over 90 points in each of their wins thus far, and veteran guard Marcus Foster, he's been great. He's been leading this offensive attack, putting up nearly 20 points per game on average. So Creighton, they should be able to continue to play at their pace here today, going against a UCLA team that also likes to get up and down. Creighton has looked to be the better team so far out of the gate, and with that pseudo home court advantage today, we do like Creighton to go on, for the Blue Jays to go on and get this cover and win straight up. Right now, they're giving about 2 to 2.5 points. It opened at about 1.5 points. It's going to be right in that range here, but even giving those points, we feel like the Blue Jays are going to be the better play here. So again, guys, if you're interested in getting all of our plays for today's action in college basketball, you can access those over at stumpthespread.com. Linked down in the video description, and be sure to click that subscribe button on our YouTube channel. Thanks for stopping on in, and we hope to see you guys in future videos. Bye.